Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Had to think about that for just a moment. It is time for just a word from the Word. This morning's passage comes from the book of First Timothy, chapter 2, verse 1. Paul is writing um, to the young pastor Timothy, which scholars believe where it was in Ephesus. And this is what Paul tells him. I exhort, therefore, King James, that first of all, that's where the title of this devotion came from, that first of all, supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men. Let's start with that last phrase, because I think that that's probably the hardest phrase in this verse. Here's why. Paul told Timothy to pray for everybody. That means those that oppose you, those that maybe you oppose, those that you consider friends, those that you consider foes. Yes, that was intentional, rhyming. Paul tells Timothy that you are to pray for, intercede for, and give thanks for all people in your life. That means giving thanks for the leaders in your life, whether that be if you're married, your husband, your pastor. Um, and sometimes this is hard for you and me, even those that are in government, giving thanks for them and praying for them. Paul tells Timothy to pray for all men. I think that's the hardest part of the verse. But the rest is easy. It's easy. Supplications, bringing requests before the Lord, whether urgent or not, but bringing requests before the Lord for somebody. Prayers, just praying blessings on people, covering people with your prayers. Intercessions, those urgent, immediate needs that need prayer. We are to pray those kinds of prayers. And then finally, Paul says to give thanks for all men. Giving thanks after you have brought petitions, after you have said the prayers, after you have labored through the intercession. Giving thanks does a couple things. First of all, it's about increasing our faith. Because you're not going to give thanks for God answering prayer if you don't believe that He's going to answer your prayer. So giving thanks is about faith. And sometimes we've got to thank the Lord until we feel the faith. But giving thanks is about faith. But it's also about reminding us how thankful we need to be for those in our lives. So it's a good reminder all around. So this morning's just a word from the Word. We are to bring the needs of others, pray blessings upon others, intercede for those immediate needs of others, and then give thanks to God for hearing the prayer and for those others that are in our lives. Not just for a few, but for all. Easy words to say, hard words to live by, yet biblical words to live by. So this morning's just a word from the Word. Just do all of your praying for all men. This has been just a word from the Word. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. You've got church tonight. Enjoy church. I'm looking forward to church tonight. It's devotion and prayer. If you don't have a church to go to, you're welcome to join me. Would love to have you. But have a beautiful day. And Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow morning.